RealAgriculture.com's coverage of Farm Progress 2013 is brought to you by Syngenta Canada, bringing plant potential to life.
Okay, so I'm back here with Garth, and we're talking a little bit about the 9 Series air carts. So what's so new about these?
Debra, there's quite a laundry list of things that are new in the 9 Series, and we're really excited. And you know, this is a culmination of Morris. Well, we have the tagline, "We hear you," with our corporation, and this, I think, this new series is really going to kind of exemplify that we're serious about listening to the customer and trying to make improvements to the product. Now, with the 8 Series that this replaced, we had a very solid cart in terms of its accuracy. And you know, as the company's agronomist, that's an important thing for me, getting uniform, consistent emergence due to the metering and, of course, due to the toolbar that you have. That's key. But I think in today's market, you also have to look at other elements. Farmers these days pay a lot of money for their equipment, and so fit and finish are really important aspects, and creature comforts and user-friendly features. When we think about farmers and using equipment, they're probably spending 16, 18 hours a day for a period of probably 20 to 25 working days in the spring. So little things start to make a really big difference to the farmer. So if you can make the machine easier to use and nicer to use, then that's to everybody's benefit, I think.
Yes.
And so that's really the focus of the 9 Series is looking at improving the fit and finish and introducing user-friendly features to make it easier for these farmers in the long hours that they work.
So what is all this fit and finish you're talking about?
Okay, Debra. Well, you know, one of the things for any people that are familiar with Morris, red is the main color of Morris. So the first thing that you'll notice is the paint color on the tanks. We've gone to a metallic gray, and it's quite a high-end paint. So it's prime first, and then we've got our base coat, and then there's a clear coat that goes over top of it. And this is being provided to us by DuPont, and it's a very high-end paint. In fact, they use this paint on train cars, and they also use it in the aircraft industry. So it's a proven paint, and it's a very high-end paint. So and this is quite important. You know, this is a fairly inhospitable environment that farmers use this equipment in, mainly because we're using fertilizers and they're salty and corrosive. So anything we can do to improve the finish is just a very positive thing. So our paint is really good, and going to a lighter color, of course, makes it a little nicer. Some of the other things about the cart that are new too, we've gone to a heavier gauge metal. So it's a 10 gauge metal now, and it's stitch welded, and so there's going to be a little bit less flexing and waviness in the appearance of the carts when we look at them, just due to that heavier gauge material. Some other things that are notable, I guess, we've got these fiberglass guards to cover off the metering apparatus in here, and so just little things like that, and making sure that we're doing a nice tidy job of locating our hoses and whatnot. It's quite a nice, clean looking cart.
And you talked a little bit about user-friendly features. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, absolutely, and there's going to be quite a laundry list of those. Maybe we'll start with what I'm standing underneath right away is the Auger system. And previously we had a 10-inch flighting auger, and we had a conveyor system. And with this cart we've introduced this 10-inch flighting, but it also, I call it a deluxe auger because it's got a longer hopper on the front with a feeder flighting, and it's really designed to fit underneath belly dump trailers that farmers frequently use for hauling around their products. And what makes this one kind of unique is that it's got a hydraulic drive on that feeder flighting. So it's got a hydraulic orbital motor, and that drives that flighting and directs that seed that drops underneath the belly dump trailers, and it takes it up and in. And we're quite keen on that design. Rather than having it all connected as one flighting, it puts less stress on the shear pin of the auger system, and we think it's going to be a real winner for our customers. Another notable thing for farmers is that we had feedback from growers in the past that they wanted to have the auger on the left-hand side, and previously we were on the right-hand side. Why is that a big deal? Again, farmers are spending a lot of time in the spring loading and unloading, and with an auger that was previously on the other side, a farmer would have to get out of his tractor, walk around the front of the tractor, and move to the other side of the cart. This, he does, he pops out of his tractor, he walks a few steps, and he can control all his auger and do all his calibration on one side of the cart, so there's less steps for him, and I think that'll be viewed quite positively because that was something our customers had asked for. Another thing that's new for this year, you'll notice on the arms of this cart, we've got, it's hydraulically controlled, so it's a hydraulic remote that we have, and it's wireless, so there'll be a little lanyard. You put it around your neck and go wherever you need to be, whether that's on top of the cart or just around the auger, to move it around hydraulically. So that'll be a nice little added feature for farmers as well, and that'll be available on all the augers and all the conveyors across all the sizes of carts that we make.
And once the seed is in the cart, you talked a little bit about calibration with me earlier. Can you just tell us how that's easier now? Absolutely.
One of the things that we used to have with the Morris was all these wing nuts that you would have to loosen, and that would kind of tighten up so everything was sealed properly. And we've moved to quick access doors now, both on the calibration door and also on the seed plate door. So I'll just demonstrate the calibration door for you. So now it's just as simple as pulling this pin and dropping this away, and then this tucks up like this, and then it's nice and tidy and out of the way, and then we can slide our calibration box in and take our weights and calibrate our machine. So it's a very nice feature. I'm going to really enjoy this on future carts helping out customers. You know, Deborah, we used to have just a ladder that growers would have to crawl up. It was kind of located in the middle of the cart, and the average age of farmers it's steadily climbing. And so we wanted to come up with a way for it, just to make it easier for farmers to get up and down from the carts. And this again is feedback from customers that they were looking for this. So we've introduced a staircase now at the back of the cart, and it's just a matter of pulling the staircase down, and just a matter of walking up. What we've done here is we've got a lower platform, and we've redesigned our tank. So you just squeeze this lid, and then it just folds over like this. So we wanted to make sure you weren't leaning over the cart to do the handles, that you pull it forward, and so you feel secure and you're not off balance when you're on top of the cart.